The fairy voice.
Mother.
Mother.
'Tis I.
His music has been streamed over 100 million times. Not only is he the only ever Portuguese winner of the Eurovision Song Contest, but the highest scoring contestant in history. He has toured for fans all over Europe and Brazil with a voice and stage presence so magical, you really have to hear it to believe it. Just ahead of the release of his 5th album, Salvador Sobral and I have a little chat. Here it is.
I know you have a thing against agua con limão. So it's not that. I do have a tea that I made for you, because I am English, for my sins, and it's a lemon tea.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that...
Agua con limão, British, yeah?
Yeah, British version. And this is one of my mugs. And this is a larynx.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Are you giving me this? Obrigado.
You aren't obliged to drink this. But,
No, but I will, though.
Okay.
I will. I'm sure it's good for the voice, yeah?
Of course. As a fairy voice mother, it would be my duty to look after your voice.
Saúde e música.
Saúde e música. É bom.
Não tem açúcar, ainda bem.
No, pois não.
Obrigado.
You started singing when you were a teeny weeny bambini, right?
Yeah.
You did Bravo Bravissimo. I would love to know how your voice has evolved throughout the years.
So I started singing in school when I was in 3rd grade. Thought I could sing, but I thought everybody sang. My parents, we sang in the car. My sister sang well. The teacher asked us all to sing, and he liked my voice. And in 3rd grade, it was the first time I sang in public, and I got addicted, like as if it was a drug, you know. And then my father, all my childhood, my father said, "Your voice will break. What a shame, because you're the best singer in the world." So I was very scared that my voice would break, and I tried to avoid it for till I was 20, you know. I was like, I don't want my voice to break, and I was trying to sing very high all the time. And I think that helped me with my highs right now. But then my voice kind of broke. I started to imitate a lot. Imitate Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, and then I imitated Caetano, Chet Baker. And that's what I thought I could do. I didn't think I could find my own identity. But then my sister said, enough. I was already in school, in jazz school, and she said, enough of imitating Chet Baker, you know, it's sick. And she wrote a song that could be a jazz standard. And she's like, now you got to sing that. And nobody had ever sang that. So it was like a virgin song, and I didn't know how to imitate because I didn't have any references to this song. It's called I Might Just Stay Away. It's on the 1st album. I might just stay away. I guess that's when I started to find my own voice. I was like, this song has no interpretations. I have to find my way. And then my voice was evolving. You know, I was very sick for a while. So that influenced as well, because I had a lot of liquid retention. I had 20 kilos of liquid retention, which made the diaphragm go up. So I felt like I had a superpower. I could reach any note. Then after the hospital, we got all the liquids out, and then I had to find again my voice, and I started to learn with my own albums, singing like myself in my albums. And I think it took 3 years after the operation to finally feel that I had my voice back, and maybe even a bit better. So that's the evolution of my voice.
Wow. That's unusual and wonderful. I mean, most people are never going to experience such drastic physical changes than that. True. Even it was so interesting to hear you talk about the way that you try to sing high as your voice was transitioning.
Yeah.
So there's this muscle called the cricothyroid muscle.
Yeah.
At the front, and that stretches your vocal folds from being thick, like where we speak, to being thin. So this kind of voice quality. And if you were up there the whole time, what happens is your voice gets more stretched, like a gymnast.
Yeah, like a muscle that it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you were activating that muscle more than people that just allowed their voice to relax. So you were doing very intense muscle training.
There's another thing that my voice coach told me. You know how we call the palate in Portuguese? It's the most poetic thing. So apparently I have a very
You have a very high ceiling.
She said I was born to sing because I had a very high
Wow.
palate. Yeah.
É verdade mesmo. Wow, I mean, that's incredible. Not for the voice production, but for the resonance reflections.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've basically got like a little cathedral.
Yeah, so I didn't have any choice. I had to do this for a living, I guess.
Sky was too high inside your mouth
Exactly.
to have any other choice.
Exactly.
Your album, Pérez, Lisboa, you sing in 4 languages and you speak more, right? I was wondering, when you're deciding to put together an album, I think all of your albums you have at least 2 languages, right? Are you able to express yourself in a different way, in a different language, whether that be soul-wise, like because of the words in the language, or the nuances?
So I believe that the language in the album is music, right? So I look at different languages, Portuguese and Spanish and French, like a guitarist looks at his pedals, you know?
Oh.
I feel like they're like plugins that I can use to have different interpretations. I mean, in French, I have a different personality than I do have in Spanish. So I feel like different languages give me different options to interpret, you know? So I look at them more like that because the language is really the language of music, right?
So do you sing differently in different languages? Are you attracted to different keys or tricks? Like, because you do a lot of like movements with your larynx and stuff, like dropping. And so do you do different characteristics in different languages as well?
I feel like the references that I have, for example, in French, I have Jacques Brel as a reference. So that helps me to interpret French songs a bit like he did. French is a very romantic language, so maybe when I'm writing a song and it feels very romantic, I like to sing it in French. When I'm singing in Spanish, maybe it's going to be a more tropical song, you know, because the references that I have are in Spanish are like salsa references or boleros. It's true what you say, the different references in languages give me different options to interpret, yeah. People always say, wherever I go, that they prefer when I sing in Portuguese. Everywhere. Even if I sing in their own language, like, there's something about when you speak Portuguese.
É verdade.
Yeah.
The way that you sing melodies, and I've listened to all your albums. I was not going to say this until the end because I don't want to make you feel weird, but you are in my top 3 favourite singers of all time.
Oh my God, top 3?
Yeah.
Thank you. Now I'm thinking, who are the other 2 mother?
Don't worry, they're both dead. So, Jeff Buckley.
Oh, wow. You know, people tell me all the time, like, Jeff Buckley must be a huge reference for you, and I don't really know his music.
Oh, that's cool.
Doesn't it happen to you? Like,
People say that I sound like Florence from the Machine, and I really
just because
don't,
you have your hair dyed?
because I'm ginger,
yeah.
maybe.
Ah, you're actually ginger? No. Ah.
I'm a
That's
fraud.
what the YouTubers think. When my daughter was born, she had brown eyes and brown hair, and I said, oh, welcome to mediocrity, you know.
No, that's beautiful. Portuguese characteristics, I think, are
true.
beautiful. We kind of touched on this earlier, but are there specific techniques in your voice that you think you are yet to achieve? Is there something in mind you want to do that you don't right now?
Yeah, I would like to be able to scream and growl more without my voice getting tired. And I would like to rap some more.
Oh.
I always rap in my gigs, but I would like my rapping to be better. Maybe some lows, you know. I have good highs, but I would like to have more lows, maybe. Yeah. I try in the albums, like, let's see how low we can get on this song. Because this last album I recorded just the vocals alone, so I spent a long time exploring, which I never did before because we always record albums together, like jazz.
Okay. Yeah.
2-3 takes and that's it.
Right.
And this one we explored a lot with different textures of voices, you know.
Cool.
And it was very cool. And yeah, maybe my lows, I would like to have better lows, you know.
Okay.
What about you?
Wow. Let me think. I would really like to be able to sing like Disney princess songs, like a Disney princess.
Silvia Pérez Cruz kind of sings like a Disney princess when she wants.
Oh, I don't know her.
It's the best singer in the universe.
Oh.
Right now.
Maybe you might be in my top 4 favourite vocalists then.
She
After I
will.
hear her.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm sure you will, because it's just mind blowing. It's just something from another world. You know, it's very. I can't explain it to you. You have to listen to her.
If you want to try and sort of edge your voice down, my biggest tip would be try and keep your neck still. It's very tempting to do this because we think it's going to push our voice down.
Just like we do this to push our voice up.
Yeah, but then it gets stuck. So try and keep your chin like this and be really
While
tall.
singing, you mean?
Yeah, while you're practicing anyway. Once you've done enough drills, your voice will sit there anyway.
Okay.
So if you try no and go no. Try.
Fuck. No.
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 No. Yeah, and it will go down gradually.
How do you warm up your voice before the gigs?
Semi-occluded vocal tract exercises. Put an object in front of the voice's path of exit. That could be a straw, or it can be your lips, your teeth, and you need to connect what we call your mode 1 register and your mode 2 register. So, and make sure you touch both of those.
Both of those ends.
That's it. When you're warming up at this stage, try and make a connection with the old diaphragm. So you want to feel like your lungs are expanding outwards.
But how did I get to the diaphragm? Is it like this the abdominal thing?
What we have to do is make room for your lungs to expand. So we need to expand your intercostal muscles, and we need to drop your internal organs to make room for all of this stuff. So
how?
I'll show you.
Okay.
So I want you to imagine that you've just like eaten something really big and you're just going to relax. So your tummy is going to go like this, drop down. That's it. Beautiful. Just like that. Good. Now you've got more space, so we're going to expand it even more. I want you to bring your tummy out and down like this. That's it. Beautiful. Now release that breath. This time you're going to expand even more by breathing into your back. So your lungs travel all the way around your back. So we need to expand the muscles in between them to make sure our lungs have enough space. That's it. That's it. And now fold them in. Good. Now you want to do these lip trills, and you want to imagine they're spiraling bigger every time. So. So try and do 3.
I went too high the first time.
That's okay.
Oops.
You would then move on to sounds where you open your mouth and start to design your resonance reflections.
Design your resonance reflections. Wow.
So we're going to use that lovely seal of yours, and
Yeah.
we're going to go, no.
Nice. Nice. No.
Yeah, so you're sending your voice right up into there with your mind.
But I was making an effort to get to that note. Is that normal when you're warming up? Shouldn't you be all the time just comfortable?
No. That's why we started with...
Tá bem.
To really warm up, you need to connect everything. So by these slides and using your tongue to reflect that resonance, your body is starting to get used to the idea that you're turning into a musical instrument.
Wow.
So, yeah.
You have beautiful concepts. Do you have that in the book?
I'm working on one.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
It's very visual when you talk about things. That's great.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So now you've reflected resonance up. You could then reflect resonance down, or with your mind. So you've done no, and now you could do no, and open up here more, like a little sapple.
No.
Yeah. Good. No.
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 Why are you pointing?
Just because that's where my resonance is going.
Ah, okay. No.
Yeah. Beautiful. And then if you want to work on some of your higher notes, you want to lift the resonance even higher and a little further back. So you can try yeah, using the back of your tongue. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Use your tongue.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's it. Lovely. Keep your jaw relaxed. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Good. One more. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. So now you've got 3 different modes of reflection. Your tummy's turned on, and that was after you got a gentle warm-up in at the beginning. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So now I'm warmed up for the gig?
I mean, you can do more always,
Yeah, I
but
have
those
to do
are
more of each thing, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. And
Yeah.
just keep taking them up. go up the semitone with those slides. And if your voice does break, like a no thing, just do it again.
Like Elvis Costello, I love it.
Yeah, exactly. So when you're warming up for a specific gig, you're going to need to know what you're going to expect of yourself. Is there anything particularly challenging, high or low, or any very difficult riff or something like that you're going to be doing?
I just improvise. I try to be in those situations, you know.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm thinking, okay, let's try to hit that note, and it's not going to work, but I like to put myself in those tough situations, you know.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So you could do some more advanced agility drills to make sure that you're ready for that.
Uh-huh.
No.
Nice, you got those yeba runs.
Oh, gosh, thanks.
Yeah.
Don't think so. But yeah, so just drill. If you know that that's what you're going to be doing when you're improvising, then just do drills of those. And depending on the kind of thing you like, I can, as a vocal coach, design special drills for you.
Yeah, I would like to get your professional opinion after the gig.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I would like you to concentrate more on the songs when I'm not in the piano than the song, okay?
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm thinking about singing and the voice.
I know you do a lot of like, so you might want to do drills like that. You could do like a, something like that.
And I love glissandos too. I love those. Yeah. Can't have enough of glissandos, you know.
That's it.
Yeah. Do you think Harry Styles has a good technique?
I would need to study him more. All I know is his studio recordings. I've never seen him live. So that would be...
But he sings just like the recording. He's...
Really?
Yeah, he's pro.
Yeah, he is. I mean,
I wonder if he warms up. Maybe he doesn't even warm up.
I think everyone does something.
Yeah.
Even if it's what we did at the beginning, the semi-occluded vocal track stuff.
Yeah.
Do you need more exercises, do you think?
No, I think I'm okay for now. And then we'll have that consultation after the gig, maybe.
I'll make a huge list of notes. No.
Okay.
No, I'm going to be too busy crying, wanting to have sex, feeling enraged. Laughing.
Yeah.
And there was probably more.
Being like mad or like just like indignado.
Nah.
You know?
Sing. Okay.
Yeah.
In between those intense emotions.
Exactly. I hope so.
Yeah.
You're really intellectual of the voice. Yeah, that's funny. You're like dedicate your life to study the instrument. That's really nice. Thank you, Lolly.
You're welcome. What is, in your opinion, the highest purpose of singing?
To reach people, to get something out of them. I believe, or what I want to do every time I go up on stage, is hitting all the spectrum of human emotion, from laughter to just crying, which is the most direct, which is, I think, the most easy for me to get out of people, like this nostalgic thing, maybe because I'm Portuguese, melancholic feeling, I don't know, rage, will to have sex. I mean, I want to get every emotion out of the human being every time I go up on stage. That's my biggest goal. I'm glad you're here and they're going to see the show, but it's a different show because I'm playing the piano. And when I'm playing the piano, I forget about everything. I sing autopilot because I have to think about the chords. And it's harder to express with your body when you're just... So maybe I'm going to drop the piano and just sing with the band.
Or do some a cappella.
Yeah,
People
that's true.
love that.
That's true. Not too much, though.
But it's quite a statement. I think maybe in the middle you can just be like, do a bit of a Freddie Mercury. Do you think being Portuguese does impact your music in a way?
I'm maybe the least nationalist person. I feel like I'm Iberian because I'm in Spain. I lived so long in Spain, and unconsciously the fado, maybe it has made me more melancholic or nostalgic. Yeah, I just feel like I'm Iberian more than I feel like Portuguese in Portugal. And even when it was Eurovision, I was like, people were giving me flags. I was like, no, man. I feel it's very scary to be nationalistic. From nationalistic to just fascist, it's not a long way. I was never very patriot.
Yeah,
I just want to explore everywhere.
That makes a lot of sense. I just think that means you're open-minded. Will, do you have a favourite Portuguese word? Sorry. I've never double cheersed anyone before. The same drink.
That's true.
I enjoyed it.
My favorite Portuguese word. There's this word in Portuguese. The word song. Mm-hmm. We use music for a song. Sometimes it's beautiful and sometimes it's dangerous. But it's beautiful that a song can be music.
Your new album,
Yeah?
Timbre. What can we expect?
We can expect. Yesterday. I was like, what kind of music, you know? Because all the genres are so mixed up by now, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll just call them, world music, my world music, you know, because there's so many worlds that I go to. Like, there's a lot of South American folkloric rhythms. There's some pop too, you know. Of course, jazz. More tropical. This album is more tropical. It's a very shiny album. Because the album before was dense. I felt like it was dark and dense and a lot of information. And with Timbre, because my daughter was born, I wanted to show clarity to the world and to like reflect the light that she was bringing to my life. I wanted to reflect to the world. So I guess you can feel that already with Pedra Quente, the last single. I feel like it's a more folkloric album, more tropical than all the others I've done, and maybe the least jazzy album. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Lolis. Thank you.
I appreciate it more than I can explain.
Yeah.
I have one more gift for you, as I said.
Thank you.
This is a T-shirt for you.
Thank you. Hello, gorgeous. Thank you for bringing me M, because you think I'm thin. Thank you.
Oh, well, you are.
Yeah.
On the...
Should I show people the T-shirts, or should I keep it for me?
It's entirely up to you. It's yours now.
My precious.
Okay, I'll keep it for me.
Okay.
Should we do a last cheers?
Yeah, 3 cheers.
Yeah, 3 cheers in one. Should we hug it?
I would love that. I would love to hugs.
Sing your hugs. Fair voice mother, thank you for the invitation.